Yo, what is good? We're back for another episode of the Not So Big Ben Show. I'm your host, Not So Big Ben, government name Ben Sladek, here once again on this glorious day to talk about the best things ever while drinking the best beer ever. Amazing stuff as always. And man, before we start this, like, comment, and subscribe, and tag Coors Banquet in the comments. Please help us, guys. But, and I'm also here with the co-host.
Yo, what is good? It's your boy Proden on Instagram, man. And we're back with another banger, man. You know what I'm saying? It's good to be here today. You know what I'm saying? We're here bright and early. You know what I'm saying? With my guy Poe, with my guy Ben, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And the days are good. The days are good when sports are around and when there's a lot to talk about, and we definitely got some topics to talk about today for sure.
Abso-freaking-lutely we do. And over the weekend, plenty of exciting championships happened. Our golf fan back there, I don't know how he feels about this. Wyndham Clark, the U.S. Open champion. A lot of people not a big fan of that guy for whatever reason.
I'll tell you the reason. Last year, after a tournament, golf, right? Golf is decorum and rules and that type of thing. He absolutely trashed the locker room with his driver. He broke
that was him.
He broke 9 lockers,
Wow.
Trashed it, and then so that's the reason for that.
Oh, and this is is he back to back, or this is just his second U.S. Open championship?
Not back to back. I think he won it 4 years ago now, 3 years ago.
Well, I don't condone that act of violence in particular, but congrats, it's a cool achievement. I mean, Sam Burns was catching up at the end. I mean, it made the last day interesting. He had a huge lead going into the last day, so congrats to him. And we also called this championship on our show, the Oklahoma Sooners are your College World Series champions. North Carolina got game 2, a little low scoring 6-2. And then game 3, Oklahoma said, it's just like that meme where the guy's sitting in the chair and then playing the video game. He's like, all right, I got to get serious now. Because that was a belt to ass. What was the final? 13-2?
Yeah.
Shit.
Couldn't string anything together on offense. It was just anytime it was anything, it was something that was available for the Oklahoma Sooners to, capitalize off of. And I will say, going into it, I just thought that Oklahoma played the better teams to get there. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Like I said,
and beat them
Georgia.
definitively.
I think after seeing what they did to Georgia, there was no way that you could look at a team like North Carolina and think that, with the run, especially that Oklahoma was going on and not losing those games, I mean, they just looked unstoppable. And I mean, the team together, I will say, I think there's 2 brothers that pitched together on their team. And I think, I don't know if it was the youngest brother. I don't know if that one is the youngest or the oldest. He pitched, the last few innings, man, and, really, solidified that team, that team's W, you know what I'm saying? And really with North Carolina, it's just, I think they were just not really, shell shocked, but, when Oklahoma just came off the bat, you know what I'm saying, hitting balls and their team was looking so sharp, I think they had nothing to do after that, you know what I'm saying? I think the moment was just too big, and you know what I'm saying, like I said, for Oklahoma, they've been beating these big teams, so I feel like the moment was just always there for them. And yeah, it was a great win for them. It was an amazing series to watch. I would just say
Sure.
the whole series all in general. But yeah, congratulations to Oklahoma, and yeah, they have a couple players on that team that potentially might be MLB draft prospects. So, you know what I'm saying? They got a lot to work with.
Absolutely. I mean, what a really good series and a great team. I mean, to think that they were not even one of the top 16 seeds is absurd, because they were by far the best team in that tournament. At least when push came to shove and the tournament had started.
Absolutely.
I'm a casual, clearly, because I don't know any of their names, but there was this one little shortstop that they had. I think he was a shortstop, kind of shorter-ish black guy. I forget his name, but I was like, gosh, that guy is a playmaker. And they had some huge. He had to be a designated hitter, because I swear he was never in the field. But I mean, he was hitting bombs though. But Man, I mean, just an absolute ass kicking to win it all. And North Carolina, they got a bunch of hits, but just couldn't score. I mean, I think they had 10 hits in the game, and only got 2 runs out of it, which is kind of crazy to think. But a great series, and I've definitely enjoyed watching college baseball more, especially in June, while the MLB is trying to push this pride bullshit agenda. Now, I got to be careful when I say that, but we've talked about this plenty of times on this show. If somebody doesn't want to wear that shit, they shouldn't have to. Like, I mean, if somebody wants to wear it, then fucking wear it. I don't care. But like the fact that people are getting fined for wearing Bible verses, or they're getting fined for not wearing it because it's against what they believe in, I don't find that fair personally.
Yeah.
But that's just me.
Yeah, I think, like I said, when it comes to sports in general, I think there shouldn't be politics or anything like that in sports.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Agreed.
I think stuff like religion, I feel like, is different because, it's not really made political. Religion and, political, they try to stay, at least they try to stay far away. But, yeah, stuff like that and like Pride Month, it just, to me, I think it has nothing to do with sports. There are probably a bunch of gay people that play sports.
Mm-hmm.
So what? There are a bunch of white people that play sports. There are a bunch of black people that play sports. You know what I'm saying? It's just, it doesn't make any difference because you're gay to me that you're playing this sport. So we have to celebrate you more just because you're gay and you're playing this sport. Like, fucking great for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know how else to say it. It's just like, it is what it is. But, yeah, to push that agenda on other people, I think is pretty stupid. But, I mean, I'm not saying I don't respect it. If you're gay, fucking do your thing. But
Yeah.
at the end of the day, it's not everybody's thing. So you don't need to
Keep it in the bedroom. I mean,
you don't need to make it everybody's thing.
no. And I mean, if some, again, like I said, if somebody wants to wear it, fucking wear it. I don't care, but I'm just tired of the whole we have to do this. We have to like just shut up. I mean, how about we like look at like cool, like I love a cool moment in sports. Like hockey season just ended, but how about I think it was these guys are these Michigan boys you're talking about, Brady Tkachuk.
Yeah.
They're playing together now in Florida, who was, I think before this past season, the Florida Panthers were back-to-back champions, and now you got Matthew and Brady Tkachuk playing together. I'm excited about that one, man. I mean, and I need to watch more regular season hockey because playoff hockey is just unbelievable, and I've definitely enjoyed watching NHL way more than I have like the NBA personally. That's just me, but
It's one of I feel like the only sports that has stayed true to itself for like
Exactly.
years. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like, it hasn't really changed. The fans haven't really changed. You know what I'm saying? Or like, I don't know, and I don't really know too much about hockey, but I don't think the way that the hockey is played has changed. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
They can still
much.
fight and stuff.
Yeah, they still
like-
do the stuff that like,
You think Herb Dean's in the middle there just when they're just fighting, like, fight?
yeah, like it's just like I feel like you're always gonna give you that raw hockey, like, you know what I'm saying, how it's always been. Like, for me in 2010, watching a football game to like 2026 is different. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
the nostalgia for me and like how everything was, it's just not the same.
No.
Like, it just doesn't hit the same. But I feel like for hockey, that kind of stayed the same as years got on. And I mean, the internet and obviously social media has brought sports to another level, but I feel like hockey's just always stayed true to its sport, and the fans have always stayed true to their teams and to the sport. And really, I think it should get more coverage because it is, an entertaining sport. And I mean, guys get to fucking punch each other in the face too for free. So
That's what makes me like that.
yeah.
I mean, I don't think anybody's ever gotten fined for a fight in an NHL game. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if they did, like, here and there, if it was like a high stick or what is it? What's the other one? Something shield something, but I don't know. But man, I'm speaking of the NBA. Think of that now because we brought that up, comparing the two. Giannis Antetokounmpo gets traded to the Miami Heat for essentially the whole Miami Heat team from what I saw. Tyler Hero and Kyle Kuzma are going to be sharing the locker room in Milwaukee now. Maybe not. Maybe he gets traded. I don't know. And I guess Bobby Portis went along with Giannis to Miami. It'll be interesting to see Giannis and Bam in the paint. I mean, good luck to whoever's got to defend that. But I don't know, man.
I just want to let everybody know I'm officially a Miami Heat fan. You know what I'm saying? As you know, a Milwaukee Buck fan, and having to go through the shit that I had to go through years after we won the championship. You know, there's nothing else left for me in Milwaukee. I think there's nothing else left for, you know, my eyes to see or my
Brewers.
my time to be, you know, taken from that team. So with Giannis, you know, making his official trade, I would like to make my official trade and, you know, go to Miami Heat. You know, I will be getting my jersey, you know what I'm saying, when that thing comes out. So
We can clap him for that. Welcome to Miami Heat.
I mean, like, for me, okay?
Okay, Will Smith, welcome to Miami.
Because there's not shit left in Milwaukee. I'm going to say that here and now. I don't think that there was anything left for him to do. I don't think there was a team left for him. There was nothing he could build around. Look who his coach was. I mean, was there anything? No, there was nothing. And at the end of the day, he saw that.
Got a championship there, too.
He wanted to stay in Milwaukee, but they wouldn't sign the right players. They wouldn't keep anybody. And like I said, ultimately, that team ended up leaving. And he was really the only star that we had, you know what I'm saying, especially after the whole Dame stuff. And yeah, it was a fresh start that was needed for me, at least. I wanted to see Giannis have a fresh start in new city, you know what I'm saying? I will be going to Miami to watch a game. Because I was not fucking going to Milwaukee. No offense, but
Can I read the trade?
Yeah, go for it.
Trade for me. So Heat receive Giannis and Bobby Portis. The Bucks receive Tyler Hero, Khalil Ware, Jaime Jaquez Jr.,
these three.
Yakachunas, 3 first-round picks, a pick swap, and a second-rounder.
It's a lot.
It is a lot. So the other rumored trade was Boston was willing to let go of Jaylen Brown and a pick. And I think the Rockets had a package, but basically, what package do you think is better? So I just read off who
What was the Boston package again?
It was reported to be
I know
Jaylen Brown and like a pick or two.
I mean, I don't think Boston was going to give up that to get Giannis. I don't think they were because
It was alleged, rumored. So
Yeah.
Milwaukee is poorly coached, though. Like, I'm telling you, they're very, like...
Well, they have a new guy in there now, so we'll see how. I think Taylor Jenkins is now the Milwaukee coach. So we'll see. But yeah, I don't know how he could play under Doc Rivers all those years. I mean, Doc Rivers, NBA champion, whatever, but we know that was with
2009. Like,
exactly.
the game is, like,
He's
so
cashing
much
in,
different.
dude.
How do you think I feel whenever I hear about how great of a coach Tomlin was as a Steelers fan? He didn't win one since that same year, but you know, I mean, not to shade Tomlin because you did.
I mean,
your
but
thing.
for him, he had a winning record though. Majority of
that's
the years
true.
that he did. Doc Rivers
only had one losing record. Then, if we're gonna go off of that, but yeah, no, actually, Tomlin had a winning record every year. But
Is Mike Tomlin the Doc Rivers of the NFL?
I really asked myself that question. I swear to God,
oh my goodness.
I ain't gonna lie to you. But I mean, not saying that he's not a good coach because he is, and he might get another job if he wants it. But yeah, no, I mean, and now I think I bet Jaylen Brown wants out of Boston after hearing all those rumors. It wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah, the Atlanta I almost said Falcons. The Atlanta Hawks are a rumored team for Jaylen Brown and a couple other ones. We'll see.
That would be great for Atlanta too. I mean, but you would not want to give up Jalen Johnson. He's not going anywhere for. How many fucking guys named Jalen are in the NBA? Jesus Christ. But
There's a whole song about it. I'll
ain't
show,
no
I'll
kidding.
show you. I'll
Is
show
there
you.
actually?
I swear to God. You know what I'm talking
think I see-
Whole lot of Jalen's in the NBA. Oh
Yeah.
my God, I got to pull that up. That's so
Crazy.
Yeah.
And nobody in the NFL with that name other than
Hurts.
Ramsey. Well, Hurts too. Yeah, true. God, I don't want to say that name for the rest of the show. I don't want to say it. I'm fucking sick of hearing it already. But good for you guys, and not much loyalty. Well, actually, let me say this: the Miami Heat did all that just to have to lose to AJ DeBonsa, Trae Young getting his extension in Washington, and Anthony Davis and whoever else we have. I'm a casual, so but I'm a Wizards fan, and you're New York Knicks. You got your title drought. It's our turn now, and you guys are gonna go back to reality and suck it next year. Especially after what I saw at that parade of that Paul George lookalike sucking on somebody's toes. I know you guys saw that video.
I did see that video.
Yeah.
That was disgusting.
Crazy.
In New York.
I think it was him too. People say, I think it was Paul George. But that's just also me being me.
Yeah. I mean, it's crazy to think, like, for the years that I've lived here and that I've been here, like, Washington just never had, like, besides Wall and, like, Beal, you know what I'm saying? Never had, like, really big stars, I guess, like, come to, like, you know what I'm saying, Washington. So now that we're getting, like, the first round pick, and then there's Davis and, Trae Young, it's like, I think there's going to be, you know what I'm saying, obviously a little bit more hype, obviously to Washington and that area, but I'm curious to see how they work together as a team, and if AD can actually stay, healthy.
They call him Day-to-Day Davis.
Day-to-day Davis.
Because really, he's made so much money and has not played a lot of games, you know what I'm saying? And, I mean, I guess that's, the life, but at the end of the day, it's like him not playing is not going to do any good for any team. And, I mean, I think if he gets injured this year, people are really going to have to be like, man, you should probably let that shit go.
Yeah. I mean, we can't act like Anthony Davis was just a bum. I mean, he helped LeBron win a championship in L.A., even though everybody forgets that because it was in the bubble. But, they had really good chemistry year one, and ever since then, I just feel like he hasn't even played close to half of a season since that.
So injured.
Yeah.
Bro.
I mean, he's made of glass, but I'm hoping, because shit, everybody forgets he was part of the Luka Doncic trade, too. And now the Mavericks, I'm thinking of that now, because Giannis stole all the headlines. Basketball had a huge day on Monday, the more I think of it. I mean, Julius Randle getting traded to the Nets, who cares?
For a bag of peanuts,
yeah, exactly.
Basically.
And then Minnesota did give Ayo Dosunmu a big contract, and I think him and Anthony Edwards are great together, so good for them. But Dusty May leaving the University of Michigan, and Michigan fans are thinking, wow, in year 2, we're going to be a dynasty. See you later. I'm going to coach Cooper Flagg and the Dallas Mavericks. And now Michigan fans are like, well, fuck. That was fun while it lasted, I don't know. I don't know if you can be too mad at him. I mean, he was there 2 years, 1 year at NCAA championship. It's not like he was just there 2 years, didn't win it and dipped. I mean, like John Beilein never won anything for y'all. He dipped, and everybody forgets that he went to the Cavs because that was a disaster. But
disaster. How about this for Dusty May, dude? 3 years ago, he was coaching at Florida Atlantic, and now he's
in the Final Four.
And now he is now he's the Mavericks coach. That's a 3-year come up if I've ever heard one.
Absolutely.
Boy, looking like the Kurt Signetti of basketball.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, we got to see Kurt Signetti make that jump, but yeah. I don't think he will. But
I don't think he will.
I mean, May's a young guy, I think, or younger than Signetti.
Yeah, he is a younger looking guy.
And, I mean, probably the most G thing he ever did was when he was sitting on the bench eating popcorn right before his Final Four game, scouting the Illinois-UConn game. I'm like, this man's insane. He's got to go against Arizona, and they just beat the fuck out of Arizona. And I don't know how Michigan fans feel, and I don't know how they should feel. I mean, how would you feel if you guys were Michigan fans? To be honest, because I really don't know.
I mean, yeah, but no, please go.
I mean, I feel like you don't hate on it.
Yeah.
I mean, because he did what he did in the 2 years that he was there.
Yeah.
Obviously, I feel like you wouldn't want it to happen though. Obviously, because he did what he just did in the 2 years that he was. But I mean, I don't know. I feel like as a fan, you can't hate on it because he did do something for you, like you said. And
you win a chip and then
it just feels too soon in a way, though.
You win a chip and then you don't take another college job. You take a NBA job. Like you can't be too mad at that. Now, if he was coaching at like UNC next year, that's obviously different. But
yeah. And where Michael Malone is now, former NBA champion coach. What a time! The college coach or NBA coaches are going to college, and college coaches are going to the NBA. But
Belichick too.
Yeah. Oh, we'll see how much longer that lasts.
Yeah, sure.
That's. I got a few things to say about that, but I think I'll just keep quiet on that one. But man, I mean, it's crazy times for sure, and with a World Cup happening too, all these because we got a bunch of nationalities going to the NBA, and man, how about those Scottish fans in Boston right now drinking every bar dry? And then they see Bud Light and they say, "Get that gay shit out of here." And but I mean, and the Norwegian fans on the escalator pretending to be like Vikings row, and I'm like, these guys are animals. And all you ever hear from Americans is, "Oh, America sucks," and then you get these foreigners coming in to watch the World Cup, and they just say how amazing it is, and you think how damn good you have it in a way. And I mean, they say the FIFA 15 is going around because fans are sneaking in ranch to the airport, and TSA's had to give out warnings to stop sneaking ranch, which I'm thinking, like, was there not ranch outside the United States? Like, serious question. I mean, and but it is cool, and you see why they're so damn thin, because they look at this and be like, oh my gosh, look at all these food, like fast food and gas stations. You got Whataburger, Chick-fil-A, Waffle House. I mean, sheesh, like, you eat like that. It's funny, I ate like that in Europe, and I came back and I lost 7 to 8 pounds. I was like, how did I do that? Because you're walking everywhere. You don't have the transportation that you have in America. But whereas the World Cup, though, not to like get too off track, I love seeing like Norway being in there. I love seeing Erling Haaland being showcased on a national stage, because that guy's a fucking animal. Messi is officially the greatest ever now. I mean, what is he, the all-time leading?
He's all-time leading in, I think, World Cup goals, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Which, like I said, just more solidifies himself. Like, when I tell you, for him to like consistently still be as good as he is, and as long as he's been in the league, it's just crazy. But I mean, everybody saw it, like 2015, you know what I'm saying? Everybody knew back then that he was going to be the great player that he was, you know what I'm saying? It's just the fact that, as soccer goes on, as time goes on, there will be other great players, you know what I'm saying? And they will get compared. But like I said, to me, there's nobody I've seen with the ball like Messi. Like, if you watch Messi with the ball, it's like pen to paper, like an adult with pen to paper. It's almost like so natural for him to just do the shit that he does. It's like, man, with the experience and with his plays, you can't tell me that's not the greatest of all time. You just can't tell me it's not.
Definitely the greatest of all time, bro. It's awesome. Soccer's the ultimate unifier, because the best player of all time is probably 5'6", 165.
Exactly.
If he was growing up in America, he wouldn't have made all the, the pre-pro teams and the gateways, because it's very insular. But yeah, man, the World Cup is one of the coolest events ever.
And I'm seeing these jokes on my timeline because they're saying, what if U.S. and England end up playing on the 4th of July? Oh boy,
like another UFC wild card.
Ain't no kidding.
That would be huge.
But I watched England absolutely shite the bed yesterday against Ghana, and to be fair, Ghana, did you guys see that guy, Ghana goalie? That guy's built like a brick shithouse.
Brick shithouse, dude.
Huge. It's like Francis Ngannou in the goalie, but not nearly as big as Francis Ngannou. Still big, but
yeah.
And Harry Kane, right over. I mean, bum. Yeah, but no, a good player, but that day, well, he was a bum. But and here's what I would say if the U.S. plays England, because we're looking fucking good right now, boys. Balogun, Pulisic. I don't know our goalkeeper's name.
Matt Freese.
Matt Freese. Thank you. Thank God it's not Matt Turner anymore. No offense.
Yeah.
Richmond kicker, right though?
Yeah, that's how he came up.
Wow, that's crazy. He just could not kick the ball. I mean, well, I'm not going to pretend to be an expert with this shit when I say, oh, he couldn't kick the ball like this. But who's the other guy? Antonio Freeman's kid scored a goal against Australia.
Mm-hmm.
He did what? Only a few of y'all will understand that. But, man, just incredible. And probably could have won by more against Australia. But watching England yesterday, and, I love a U.S.-England rivalry for soccer. And your soccer team looks just as alive as your Queen Elizabeth is. Dead! Yeah. I said it. The royal family sucks balls. What the fuck is a kilometer? Who eats beans and beef stew and drinks the shittiest beer on God's green earth? That is what you British fuckers do. And if we play you on the July 4th, 1776, is going to happen all over again. Belt to ass. I can't wait. Is that even possible? Actually, I've just seen jokes about that on...
There is a path. There's so many teams, like a lot has to fall.
Crazy.
But yeah.
You have to schedule that game on July 4th. Like, delay it until July 4th if they have to play each other.
Yeah. No, that would be...
In Philadelphia, too, is where it would be located.
Yeah, that would be sick. I'm not going to say I always have hope in USA just because of past World Cups and, you know what I'm saying? But if any year, I feel like this is the one year that we could go the farthest. So I'm definitely going to ride the train because... my Brazil boys, we look fucking terrible. So, USA, baby. Let's go.
Hey, Vinny looks great, though.
Yeah.
I hate Vinny.
Why?
That's like the Todd Bowles hate of. It's a lot. Just
yeah, but Vinny's actually good at his job. Todd Bowles isn't.
True. He's just a whiner and a complainer. That's
what soccer player isn't though.
I would like to.
No
officially plant my flag that the NBA is now worse.
I agree. I've said that since 2019.
They'll actually like look it up and give you a card or like get you in trouble for faking it basically. Now, NBA, man, that NBA playoffs, every drive a head pops up, like they got hit. But
and Tyrese Halliburton said that the coaches teach it now too.
It makes sense. I mean, it's an advantage.
It's the game.
It's the game.
It's annoying, but I mean. I don't know. Tyrese Halliburton, I'm excited to see him back on the court because his run the year before was incredible. I mean, because you saw how bad that Pacers team was when he was not playing. I hate on Ronaldo all the time, but I got to give him a shout out for that game yesterday. Unbelievable. Still doing it at 41 years old. Even though I'm probably the biggest Ronaldo hater, I got to give props when it's due. Even though you play against Uzbekistan, so I'm not going to, but plenty more excitement, and the USA is going to beat the shite out of Turkey Friday, Thursday, whenever it is. Thursday?
Yeah, Thursday at 10.
10 p.m.?
Yep.
What the fuck?
Late one.
We got... Okay. Wow, I see what they're doing. They're testing our fandom. Hey, I stayed up till 1 a.m. to watch Justin Gaethje beat the shit out of Ilia Topuria, so I can do this. But in the real football news, yes, we're football. You guys are soccer. There has been some crazy signings over the past few, not too much, actually. I take that back. Jaguars sign, and I got to give a shout out because I love my special teams. All-pro long snapper Ross Matijit. Watch him on punt return coverage. I believe he's their leading tackler in special teams, or he's at least in the top 5. I mean, I've watched him lay the wood, and there's a reason he's an all-pro. I mean, Jaguars special teams last year were pretty good, but we're not supposed to glaze the Jaguars in here too much because, I guess Liam Cohen's a bum. The Titans extended Jeffrey Simmons to a massive payday. well earned, one of the best defensive linemen in the league. You go watch his film; he just wreaks havoc. And I mean, the fact he's stuck with them through the last 2 years in particular, when they've just been absolute shite, just goes to show. And I mean, definitely somebody you want on your defensive line. So I believe he's the highest paid now, but I'm not sure, or at least top 2. But well-deserved payday. And can the Titans be good this year? Maybe, maybe not. AFC South, whatever division, they're AFC South, I think. It seems like a winnable division every year because who would if you told me the Jaguars were going to win the division last year, I would have laughed in your face, but they did it, so we'll see. I think Cam Ward, like we've talked about it on this show, Cam Ward has got all the potential in the world, and now does he have the best playmakers this year? Maybe, maybe not. It can't be worse than last year. But we'll see. I have faith in Dable calling that offense, though. But
I think they'll be competent.
I agree for sure. But how about there's some headlines, going around. Joe Burrow says that his team this year reminds him of the 2019 LSU team that won the national championship. And I was like, okay, that's cute, but you don't get to play Alabama and Ole Miss every week. These are actual grown men. Tired of the SEC people acting like they were playing. It was the NFL a little bit back then, but it ain't what it used to be. You haven't won a national championship in 4 years now, I think. 3 or 4 years. So I don't know. It's annoying. The Bengals, all they do is talk, and all they do is lose. They suck. They have good talent on their team, but as long as you keep Zach Taylor around, you are probably going to be a 7-8 win team at best. And the fact that they are favored in 15 of their games makes absolutely zero sense to me. If you watch could their defense be better this year? Maybe, but I'm just tired of talking about the Bengals all the time until they win. It's annoying for me personally, but
like I said, I would say about the Bengals, that they're kind of, like I said, in the same situation with these other teams like the Jets and the Browns, where it's kind of, you're not really expecting much, I would say, and I think they're expecting of them way more than I think they're going to get. And that's not to say that they don't have the talent to do it. I just don't think the staff that they have and especially the game plan, some of the game plans last year and just the way that they went into games last year, I don't know if I see them even making it into the playoffs, to be honest.
I don't.
Really, injuries are another thing, too. You know what I'm saying? If you can't keep a full, healthy team, it's definitely going to make it harder on you. And
Joe Burrow can't ever stay on the field, ever.
Yeah, which, like I said, is a thing in itself. As you get older, you know what I'm saying, and you get injured and things happen, it's more likely to happen, so.
For sure.
I'm just, I'm wondering to see, where the game plan is going to go with, the weapons that they have and if they get out to an early start, because I think, getting out to a good start is important. And, if you can win, I'd say at least 3 out of the first 5 games, you can set yourself up to at least have some type of momentum. So we'll see, It really depends on, like I said, at least to me, how they go into these games with the game planning and if that team can stay healthy.
Well, they play Tampa Bay week 1, so I think that is a loss for Cincinnati.
There we go.
Baker Mayfield, have you seen his record against the Bengals when he was in Cleveland? I believe he is 7-1 all time. So he's their daddy. And there actually is a picture of him from his rookie year when he did some underwear shoot with the Browns and he had you remember the tiger? Nobody remembers that?
No.
That shit was insane. He had he was in his underwear just posing and with a tiger right next to him, and right before they show it behind the scenes and it's the tiger walking out. He's like, "Oh shit, that's a real tiger." Fuck. But yeah, that's the real Tiger King. That's Baker Mayfield. Speaking of the Bucks, Vita Vea, I believe, is a hold-in candidate right now, if I read the headline correctly. From the fellow Bucks fan back there, should they pay him or should they entertain trade offers?
I would entertain him at least. I mean, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
He's really good. Takes up a lot of space. Doesn't make like flash plays a whole lot. He just is kind of big as shit and you know, chunks up that middle. But I'd at least hear him out. I would definitely hear out.
Well, what do you define as a flash play? Like a sack or?
Yeah, like a sack.
Because like nose tackles aren't the ones getting sacks all the time.
It's like sometimes you'll watch a game and kind of forget he's out there, but I'm sure when that running back is trying to hit the A gap, he doesn't forget that he's out there.
Right. Well, I mean, he's a super athlete. For like watching his high school tape, I think he played quarterback in high school.
I'm not sure. That's a biggest fuck quarterback.
Well, I don't think he was technically the quarterback. They just gave him the ball and he just ran up the middle and nobody tackled him.
There's not a ton of human beings that are his size and can move like he moves. But big prove it year for Baker because he's going into his contract year.
Agreed.
I would assume that we have a new coaching staff next year, so maybe we don't. But big year for old Bake too.
Well, who knows? BA is gonna keep banging the drum for Todd Bowles, like we said. But I mean, I agree. I think it's definitely a proved year because he did not finish the year strong last year after a really really strong start, and we'll see. No Mike Evans. We'll see how the offense does without him. But like Vita Vea, though, his first 2-3 years in the league, I was like, yeah, this guy is going to be a baller. And I think he missed a lot of the time last year. So, and I believe he played in the last game, but like that was just like, hey, I'm going to play no matter what kind of thing. So, hasn't been on the field a lot lately and, not exactly getting any younger. So if you can get like a good package for him, I'd say do it. I mean, that's a big deal. I mean, you have to find somebody to plug in that A gap or in the nose guard position. But I mean, again, if you can get a good package, I'd do it. But if they keep him, then they keep him though. Like I don't think it's a lose situation by any. Like if you lose him, I don't think it's the end of the world. If you keep him, I don't think it's the end of the world. So. Jahmyr Gibbs is working on I believe he's the workhorse back now with David Montgomery gone. I mean, he was already the RB1, but he's training with MMA legend Rafael Cordero. And, man, if you just imagine Jahmyr Gibbs running up on a halfback dive and, Levante David retired. Who's a linebacker? Nakobe Dean comes in and tries to make a tackle, and instead of a stiff arm, it's just a jab, and he just jabs his way to touchdowns. I think Jahmyr Gibbs might be my number one fantasy pick this year, if that's the case. But and his other teammate Jamison Williams is making headlines for the shorts that he wore to buy a house. You guys saw? I know you had to see that.
No, I missed this one.
The shorts said Slam a Slut Records. It was on the picture. I was wondering why Jamison Williams was going viral. What stupid thing did he do now? Nope, his shorts just said Slam a Slut, and he is now a homeowner. So, congrats on getting a house.
Yeah.
But that's what you're remembered for in that one. But speaking of homeowners, I know we had to see the Geno Smith viral clip of the baby mama, I believe, running up to his house and saying that he beat the fuck out of her, and it was had a big gun in his sink in the garage, and I don't know, but I don't want to crap on Gino because I really don't know what happened. That's her side of the story. I mean, he does not exactly have the best past. He's always seemed to get in something, and it's not exactly a good look after the year you had with the Raiders, and now you're the quarterback of the Jets. So you go from shit to shittier, and then you got apparently a crazy baby mom, and she alleges that he doesn't take care of their special needs kid, supposedly, but. I don't want to say too much about that, but it's not exactly good for the Jets, to say the least.
No, it's not a good look. But I mean, At the end of the day, I don't really know too much about it, so I can't speak on it. But it doesn't add or help anything to what he's got going on. He's already got odds stacked against him, and he's already got a lot stacked against him just being on the Jets. You know what I'm saying? So I would think you would, want to try to help yourself out. But I mean, it could be things going on in his life. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So I hope he can figure it out, and I hope we can just see him play ball. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully that'll be the headlines going in. Is what can Geno Smith do about playing ball, not about what he can do with his wife.
And this is probably his last chance too as a starting quarterback to be
honestly.
It's got to be. I mean, after I think the Jets are a better situation than what he was in with the Raiders last year. I mean, but who knows? So I got to know more information before I have a real opinion on that. I mean, it's just kind of crazy to see wow, because there was a video and everything, but it wouldn't surprise me if that woman was batshit insane though. I mean,
you see it a lot nowadays.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
That's why it's I can never speak on anything. You just never know, bro. Especially with how crazy people are in general and just nowadays.
For sure. Brandon Ayuk making it clear he wants to go to the Commanders. If I'm the Washington Commanders, I stay the fuck away from that. That's just me, personally. Two crazy guys, though, so that's what made me think of that. But Brandon Marshall under fire for, I don't know if you guys saw a video of him making his son run at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
And you know what? I don't know what – I mean, if his son wants to be good at football, then that's great, or whatever sport he's training for. I don't know if he's doing football, but a lot of participation trophy parents were like, this is cruel, this is evil. And, I mean, maybe it is, maybe it's not, but, I mean, I'm not going to tell a dad how to parent his own kid. I'm not a dad. I don't have a kid, so I mean, if that's how he wants to train, if he was in the league for a long time, was a pretty damn good receiver. So if that's how he wants to train his kid, that's how he wants to train his kid. But and I don't know if it was for disciplinary reasons too, for when he made him run for getting in trouble or something. But it was not exactly running guns blazing. That kid wasn't. But I mean. No. Yeah, it's 2 o'clock in the morning. I probably wouldn't be either. I'd probably be wanting to go back to sleep. But I don't know, man. I don't know what to think of that.
I think I seen that I thought he got in trouble or something, and that was the reason that he was out. But either way, like I said, I think everybody parents differently, and I will say, times that I got in trouble as a kid, and, my dad used to make me just work out, because that's what my dad used to do. He used to make me just work out anytime I got in trouble. And I became, way, way better of an athlete just because I was working out. And I wasn't realizing it. I thought I was getting in trouble. But as a kid, you know what I'm saying, you're building these muscles. You're building yourself up. And as I got older, I appreciated it because I will say, it does something to you as a kid, you know what I'm saying? It teaches you, I feel valuable lessons, you know what I'm saying? And in situations like that where, you're tired, it's 2 a.m., you don't understand. It's not for you to understand, I don't think, as a kid. You will never get it, you know what I'm saying? But as you get older, I feel like things like that, it'll start to shape you and you start to understand. So, to me, I've seen parents do worse, so... It's not
I mean, he's there. I mean, he's there and present. We're not gonna kill him too bad over that. There's a lot of people that wouldn't even give a fuck.
Yeah, he's in the car, while he's, you know what I'm saying, going, he's beside him the whole time. So, like you said, it's just some of those type of people who will think anything is bad and everything is bad, and child just need to be protected and coddled and Yeah, so it is what it is.
I mean, when he's in the league killing it, maybe we'll look back on that video and be like, all right, damn, he was right. But going into the MMA world now, because that is our shit. And before we even talk about the new headlines, I got to – because I've been seeing this all over people are calling Ilia Topuria a quitter. Like one of our boys said that in the group chat last week, saying that he quit on the stool. Shut the fuck up. Y'all probably wouldn't even have made it out of the first round after that damage that Ilia took. And I mean that fucking. They probably should have stopped that at the end of the third round. I mean, I think both eyes were broken, but I mean, I don't know, man. The fact people are calling him a quitter now, it's not sitting right with me at all.
It's just casual fans, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Fucking
Any
retards.
and everybody thinks they you know what I'm saying, they could do UFC and they know UFC, but nobody actually does it. You know, you're sitting and you're talking about it. But nobody actually, you know what I'm saying, could do or could go through what he went through for the rounds that he went through against Justin Gaethje. Nobody could. No regular human being can do that. You know what I'm saying? Especially not no casual or people commenting on whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
2 orbital bones broken and a nose broken. I don't think anybody would you know what I'm saying, keep fighting at that point. And yeah, I just, you know,
His corner did the right thing.
it was the right thing to do because you want to protect the guy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, UFC is a sport that yearly around that these guys are trying to do. So at that point, you get hurt, yes, but at the same time, you're not trying to physically take years off your life. You know what I'm saying, in this sport, and you do even fighting already. So. They're gonna try to protect you as much as they can, especially in the corner, which they were wanting him to go. I think, or it was either Ilia said he wanted to go or his corner wanted him to go. I can't remember, but I think, like you said, it was the right decision. Ilia's not a quitter. I think all of a sudden, everybody's a Justin Gaethje fan now. You know, oh my goodness. Nobody was saying this shit when Max Holloway knocked his shit out. Like, you know what I'm saying? Everybody was...
Y'all are calling for him to retire.
Everybody was saying, he needs to retire. Everybody was questioning him and saying this and that. Like, this is what I hate about the UFC community. Anytime somebody loses, it's like they completely forget, like, who they were as a fighter.
It's not as bad as boxing, though, but I hear you.
Yeah, but I feel like the UFC fans are worse. I'm not going to lie. There's so much more casuals that think they know what they're talking about, and they will literally argue to the none thinking that they know what they're talking about. But half of them don't even train. They don't even do anything with martial arts. So it's like, bro, you're not going to tell me what you think you know what you're doing, bro, and I've been doing martial arts my whole life.
If you haven't... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, you're good. Go ahead.
If you haven't done any light sparring, don't fucking talk to me about anything martial arts. That's me. Like, you can watch the sport, but just don't act like you know what the fuck you're talking about. I mean, you can make an observation like, oh, damn, that was a nice knockout. But, like, if you're like, oh, I would have done this, like, no, you wouldn't have, because you wouldn't have known what you were doing in the first place. But that's beside the point. We'll see if they rematch down the line. I think it's going to be Gaethje and Sarukian next. Gaethje just rejected the truck from Arman, which I found kind of funny. But and now Alex Jones is like, oh, I don't know. That man hit so hard. I think he had some illegal stuff in his knuckles.
Oh, my goodness. It's just all the other casual stuff. Again, when people have been saying, like we've been talking about, that Justin has always hit like that. He's always hit like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's always been a powerful, you know what I'm saying, striker with anybody. You know what I'm saying? If you look at people's faces, you know what I'm saying, after his fight, look at Michael Chandler's face after he fought Michael Chandler. You know what I'm saying?
Michael Chandler's like that with everybody, but yeah, I hear what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? It's just like nobody did what he did to Ilia before he did, you know what I'm saying, that. So it's, yeah, I think it was tough, man. He's tough, you know what I'm saying? I've always liked Justin Gaethje. I've always loved Justin Gaethje. So, you know, proud of him. And he's really getting his, like, everybody's starting to really appreciate him more. So
For sure. It just took a stage like that. But
yeah.
I appreciated him way before then. And there will be plenty of exciting fights down the line. UFC 330 in Philadelphia will be headlined. Finally, it's confirmed. Islam Makhachev versus Ian Gary. Should be a good one. I think Islam ragdolls him, though.
Yeah,
But
I'm definitely gonna have to go with Islam on that. Just because I seen film on Ian Gary and his takedown defense.
it's not bad.
It's not bad, but Islam's wrestling is not regular. So like
Yeah.
that's what makes it hard. And Islam is a good game planner too. Like he comes out with really good game plans when he, you know what I'm saying, when he fights. And um again, I mean, can it be another upset like a Justin Gaethje? I don't know, you know what I'm saying?
Sean
I
Strickland.
think Sean Strickland, you know what I'm saying, had his. Uh, we'll see. You know, these top guys have been going down, or at least these kind of undefeated guys. But um,
This one I just don't see how though.
yeah,
Like I really don't. But I mean, I just think Islam's obviously more experienced in the octagon. And you know, really this is why like is people like I believe in like guys like Islam more than I do like a Hamzat because he took
yeah.
the long road to get there. Whereas like there will be the hype jobs who will win like 3 fights and then they get the title and they'll win a title, but like that's why I was so like Strickland took the long road. That's why I was so confident on like a Strickland winning because he's taking people to the deep waters too. And Hamzat in the past was just not very good in those stages.
The only thing I will say is Ian Gary's gonna be a lot bigger than the guys he's ever.
That's true.
He's gonna be a lot longer. So I wonder if that's gonna play into it.
Ian did fight Shavkat very well.
Yeah.
Like Ian's good. Ian Gary is good whether we like him or not.
Yeah.
But
Beat Carlos Prates.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
nobody else can say that, at least in the UFC.
So you gotta give it, like you said, you gotta give it to him. He's fought guys. He's fought top guys. And you know, I think personally he's earned a shot. I mean, it's just, dude, it's hard to see anybody beat Islam, man. It's hard to see somebody who doesn't show like those special qualities because he has lost. You know what I'm saying? To Shavkat, which Islam, like I said, there's just levels, man. And Islam is way more experienced. I think he's way more well-rounded than he used to be. I think as
Taekwondo black belt now.
as Islam has gotten, you know what I'm saying, older, his striking has gotten way better. So it's just more dangerous. He's just way more dangerous than he's ever been to me. So, man, it's going to be a really good fight, but I think Islam does have that one.
It will be. In the co-main, how about a Styles makes fight? You know, Mackenzie Dern defending her strap against Jillian Robertson. Wonder what's happened to Zhang Wei Li. Maybe she's not going back down to strawweight. But, I mean, 2 great grapplers going against each other. And, I think for this one, this will be another one where Dern's going to showcase her stuff like she did against Vina Jandiroba when she won the title. Like it'll be more because I think Robertson's not that great on the feet. Like Dern's definitely way better on the feet than Robertson.
Yeah, absolutely.
But and Robertson is so good on the ground. I think you want to avoid that if you're Dern. So that's a hard fight to predict for me personally. And on that card also, Aaron Blanchfield will be taking on Jasmine Jasudavicius in what feels like Aaron Blanchfield's like 14th #1 contender fight now. When is she ever going to get a title fight? Who knows? But then again, when is Valentina ever going to fight again? I mean, it's been I don't know.
Injured for a while.
I know, but I'm like used to like growing up when like I feel like people would have 2 or 3 title defenses like that quickly, and now I feel like no one's defending their title now, and they're older now too. I get it, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, and that's what made me appreciate guys like Marab trying to defend it 4 times a year and wondering when the fuck this trilogy is going to happen between him and Piotr Jan. But and then other UFC fights announced. Jan Blachowicz and Bogdan Guskov are going to rematch in Serbia during that little fight night at the beginning of August. Their first fight was amazing, so I'm so... Usually the rematches never top the first fight, though, but, I mean, I'm in favor of this happening. So, Definitely bright and early. We just wake up in the morning, watch that fight. I'm all for it.
Yeah.
Also, I believe, let's see, what do we got? Dricus du Plessis and Kamaru Usman is official in Oklahoma City. That is a fuck. People. I mean, Dricus du Plessis is like a minus 400 favorite, and I know Usman's older, but that just feels like a lot, man, for me. Personally.
It is a lot. I feel like because Usman is still who he is. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't take away who Usman is. He's like he said, he's obviously older and his legs aren't the same. But I just don't know how going up will do for him. Is my biggest thing. And
we saw him do it against Hamzat.
Which is true, but this is middleweight, so
that was middleweight too, though.
Oh, he fought. I thought that
because it was supposed to be Hamzat was supposed to take on Paulo. Usman filled in on like 10 days' notice and had the better cardio than Hamzat to the point where people saying if that was a 5-round fight, Usman probably beats Hamzat.
Yeah.
And probably honestly won. Like that could have been a draw in that fight when he fought Hamzat. So, and we'll see. I mean, we saw Hamzat smother DDP. Could Usman do the same? I mean, Usman, he's notorious for smothering people. Not nearly as strong as Hamzat, though.
Yeah, I just don't know if he has like the stature, like the presence of a Hamzat to do that to DDP. Because DDP is big. Like DDP's like
huge
body frame is massive. You know what I'm saying? Like his stomach up is humongous. So I mean, we'll have to see. I think you should never count out Usman though, especially just being the fighter that he is and seeing some of DDP's, like you said, some of his faults and some of the things you might take advantage of, knowing that Usman could, may work a good game plan. I'd love to see the fight. And in Oklahoma City, too, I know DC is going to be excited to be there.
Yeah.
Just because, that's his former alumni and everything. So, yeah, it'll be great.
And they just announced the co-main, not official yet, but Charles Jourdain will be taking on Marlon Chito Vera, which could be a good one. I mean, I'm definitely...
That's hard. That's another hard fight for me, too.
Yeah.
Because Charles Jourdain get touched a lot.
He really did not. I thought he lost the fight to Kyler Phillips. It was a really close fight, but, I mean... So, we'll see, but... Because Cheeto's still got power on him, but he just throws zero volume.
Yeah, I don't know if Cheeto's been the same, bro, since his Sean O'Malley fights, man.
But even before that, he was never throwing volume like crazy.
That's true.
Dominic Cruz was tagging him up the whole time, but Cheeto would throw one fucking jab and Dom Cruz was knocked down. And Dom Cruz was like, that was his last fight ever.
Yeah.
For a good reason. I mean, he got head kicked into the shadow realm, but it's definitely a interesting one. And unfortunately, some legends over the weekend had some rough outings. Dustin Poirier, man.
Oh my goodness.
Because he's my favorite fighter ever. I mean, I don't like people think I'm a casual for saying that, which I think is crazy because I don't know how. I mean, he fought everyone, anytime, anywhere. And really, I think what solidified it for me was his fight against BSD when he took on an up-and-comer and knocked him out like that. But that arrest video, I was like, oh, he just got arrested for being drunk, whatever. And then they showed the TMZ camera. I was like, ooh, that's bad. That's not good. And I couldn't imagine being that security guard if he was like, hey, you want to square up? I would be like, no, I don't.
I was like so scared. Police officer's like, no, man. Like, no. He's like, no, man. I don't want to fight you, man. He's like, no. He's like, come on, motherfucker. And you could.
He dropped the N-bomb too, I think, in the video.
You could tell, because he grew up in Louisiana though, and a lot of people in Louisiana, they grew up around black people. So I know Dustin, he grew up around black people.
I mean, so no one cares. Like, he's a fighter, so like.
Yeah, it's at the end of the day, there's dynamics to that. Which me personally, I understand where he's came from and the people he's been around. So I know, you know what I'm saying, that's how some people get triggered. But
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, things happen, and I think he put like a thing out saying it was hard for him not to keep fighting, or it was like a battle for him not to fight anymore.
I believe that too.
You know what I'm saying? He was basically just saying like him after fighting was hard. Like he didn't know what to do, or it was just hard to navigate how to go next or how to stop fighting at least. And I can understand that. When you make something your whole life and you just kind of cut it off after one point, it's like it's hard, especially when you're addicted to the game. And I don't think it really takes anything away from Dustin Poirier.
No.
I think people make mistakes all the time. People could consider John Jones the greatest of all time. He's one of the most mistake-prone guys in the world. So
probably belongs in a jail cell, if we're being honest. I mean,
so at the end of the day, I don't think it does anything to him and his legacy. I just, maybe it's a silent call that he needs help, and
yeah,
he can get the help. He's Dustin Poirier. There's a lot of people, I bet, willing to help him and just put him on the right track, but.
And he's still probably going to be on UFC commentary and stuff. I mean, I can't imagine they'd fire him. I mean, he's done so much for the company. I met him last year. He was one of the nicest guys I've ever met in my life, and great dude. And, offer still extended to come on the show, tell your side of the story for all we want. I mean, but, I'm not going to sit here and act like you're like, you made a mistake. That's all it was. I've had a few drinks at the airport before, I'm too chicken shit to try to fight a cop and security guard, though. I mean, I'm not a UFC fighter, though, and you are. So, I mean, yeah, I don't have the adrenaline boost like you do. But, I mean, again, like, McGregor fans were having a field day with that for whatever reason. Like, their boy doesn't belong in a prison cell sniffing up cocaine either. But, I mean, just prayers for you, man, and hope you get the help you need. I mean, the fans love you, that, and you're going to be just fine, though. But there was fights that were this weekend. Manel Kape and Kyoji Horiguchi. I was caught on camera. I was wrong. I predicted Kyoji Horiguchi. You had Manel Kape. Good fight, though. Well, we'll dive into the prelims before, Shane Collins made and Otari Tanzlovi. There were a lot of debuts on this card, the more I think of it. They both took it on 10 days' notice. Shane Collins looked really good, I'd like to see him go against, somebody in the UFC, but definitely a promising prospect, to say the least. They call him Hollywood, and, threw some good combos, and it was a good performance for Shane, but... definitely more exciting than the Luana Santos Carol Hossa fight. Luana Santos is now going to be a top 10-ish contender in the 135-pound division, whatever's left of that at this point. But it was just two dominant wrestling rounds for her, and not very exciting. But then Levon Shokeli, who had been fighting in the Bellator for years before that, got a 23-second KO over Edmund Shabazian's brother, and I hate to be disrespectful, but I don't know if that Leon is really UFC ready, because I don't know, that just looked bad.
Yeah, definitely some holes, a lot of holes in the game, and just looked fresh into the game. I don't know how to describe it. Just looked like, a fresh fighter, fresh. I don't know how to. I'm not saying that right, but definitely a lot of holes in the game and stuff that he needs to work on. But who knows? He could get better, and this could help him get better. But
for sure,
it's definitely gonna be some time. Before he starts really being a contender, I think.
Absolutely. And the next fight right after that, Timu Ilia Topuria, Gaston Bolaños. People say he looks like Ilia Topuria. Kind of does, actually.
He does a little bit.
Fought Michael Aswell. A very fun fight. Very stand-and-trade-ish type of fight. Close one. I scored the fight for Aswell, personally, but I don't think it was a bad decision, though, by any means. But, it was a good one. And then Mitch Raposo had his best performance right after against Alan Nascimento. It's a split decision. I was shocked by it. I know he got dropped in the third round, but really before that, those first two rounds, Raposo was just dominating him, landing the bigger shots. So he definitely won the fight for sure. And then this, what do they call her? Lady Goat, Bia Mosquito, got a submission over Melissa Mullins. She got cracked, too, in that fight. And battled back, faced adversity. And Melissa then decided to take it to the ground. Bad mistake against a jiu-jitsu artist like Bia. Nasty armbar. Fight was over in 1 round. And Bia made headlines because she said Paulo Costa, nice body, ugly face. Wow. And that idiot streamer Clav, I'm sure we all know him at this point, unfortunately. He gave her number, and once she found out who it was, she deleted it and blocked him and said he was ugly. And I'm so glad, because I fucking hate Clav with Why do people let a guy who looks like maybe handsome Squidward on his best day judge, like, oh, you're rating a 6 or a 3? Like, I'm probably a 2. Like, I don't care, but, like, I'm not going to take it from a fucking bum like you, who we saw your videos in Paris this past weekend of you getting rejected by and trying to, like, steal people's girls, like, just to show you got that looks like, oh, God. Yeah. The best thing that could have happened is if you overdosed last month and just fucking died and went away. I'm sorry, I had to get that out there. I just fucking hate that guy. But, yeah. Good win for Bia, though. And then Kevin Borjas looked great against Andre Lima. Andre Lima's looking up to move up to 130. Although, hey, Borjas can't be missing weight, though. Can't be missing by 4 pounds. No. But good performance, and now I guess he's in the top 10 for the flyweight, even though he's 2-4 in the UFC. Those new meta rankings are shit, but I don't even want to dive into that. But Lima, probably could have thrown a little bit more and could have won that fight if he stepped on the gas a little bit. But now it looks like he's going to move up to 135, take on Cody Durden at 329, who needs a replacement. And that's a good fight.
Honestly, yeah.
So, and my favorite fight of that night, Vinicius Oliveira moving up to 145. Took some heavy body kicks in the first round from Andre Touchy-Feely. But the power advantage was just so obvious in that fight.
Yeah,
Vinicius looked great. And maybe 145 is where he should have stayed instead of, because he said 135. He was killing himself just to make that weight. Yeah. So we'll see. That's a good one. And then we have a twister, Martizali Magomedov with the twister submission over Melsik Magdas something. Very rare to see a twister in MMA, and when you do, it's like, holy shit.
And he set it up. That's the crazy thing.
Yeah,
he like set it up to get it. So it was pretty dirty. I've only seen that in maybe 2 or 3 times in a tournament before, but a guy really has to practice that, to know to know where to get that, know what he's doing. But if you do get that, you can break somebody's rib like that, 100%, twisting a guy like that, and it's not comfortable, but there are levels, like I said, to this grappling stuff, man, and people just know some crazy shit, man. Because I bet dude probably did not even think he could get choked out or anything less from where he was, you know what I'm saying, fighting. Yeah. But just the positioning and the body lock. He had such a strong body lock, you know what I'm saying? Everything else was just, as soon as he got that arm over and twisted that guy's body like a freaking Twizzler, it was over, man. It was bad. But it was props to him, man. I think, like I said, to me it shows levels. It shows that he's a really good grappler, and he thinks about.
It was his first fight in the UFC too.
So I would love to see more, honestly.
Yeah, definitely, and I think 100% finish rate still at this point. So, my favorite finish of the night though was Christian Rodriguez with the head kick, and then I think it was a guillotine or a rear naked. He hopped on a guillotine, but I don't know if he ended up in a rear naked choke. But beat the absolute fucking shite out of Hyder Emil off of that, and he choked him to sleep. So it was. I don't know. I hope he got a performance bonus for that, because that was incredible. So, congrats to Christian Rodriguez. And then Ion Cutelaba, I'm a little mad at you because I did bet money on you to beat Navajo Sterling. And he looked good. He was winning the fight, and then halfway through the second round, he just curled up like a ball and was just getting punched. I was like, did he just quit, or did he bet against himself? That was weird.
Yeah, I wonder. Maybe it was a injury, or maybe
it might have been
power coming back, but it did seem a little awkward. Like it just seemed like a completely different version of what he was fighting before then. So it was. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it could have been what was coming back, or an injury. I'm not sure, but it definitely looked. There was definitely something, right? Something affected him going into that, because him just, covering up and really just not looking like, what I'm saying,
was begging the ref to stop the fight.
It just looked like he didn't want to be there at that point, and
because he was in a winning position right before that too, and then all of a
That's why
sudden
I'm like,
he's curled up in a ball.
It's so confusing. Yeah, what I'm saying, I didn't understand, but there's a lot of aspects to UFC, man.
I'm not too sold. I mean, Sterling, like, he's a promising prospect, but I don't know, that performance
Not
didn't
too
really.
sold on that, no.
I mean, good for him for getting that, but Manel Kipe got a nice knockout in the third round. A pretty back and forth fight. I had that 1-1 going into round 3, and I think Kyoji had him on the ground the whole time in round 2, because I mean, Manel's punches in the first round, Horiguchi's head was snapping back, thinking so. Yeah. And we've seen, like, the best way to beat Manel is how Makayev did it, by keeping him on the ground just with the wrestling and whatever. But Starboy was just clearly he learned after losing to him in 2017, I think in Ryzen, whenever they fought each other. Yeah. But a huge win for Manel Kipe, and he should not be fighting for anything but the title next. I mean, you got to give Pantoja the rematch, but he's got to be, like, waiting right after that or something.
Yeah, Joshua's called for it. You know what I'm saying? I think everybody's called for it. What I will say about that fight is Horiguchi, right? That's his name.
Yeah.
He's extremely fast. Like
yes.
Like nippy fast. Like some of the stuff that he was setting up, like at least with the takedowns and just like some of the threats that he was giving, it seemed like so fast of just like feints and you know what I'm saying, like getting his punches there, and he was giving Manel problems. Like I'm not gonna lie, like if I've seen Manel or anybody give Manel the most problems, it had to be that fight. At least from what I've seen in his last past fights.
Boy, yeah.
Cause he touched Manel. He, you know what I'm saying? I personally thought he was winning the fight, to be honest, if I'm not going to lie. I thought Manel was getting pushed back. I thought Manel was getting touched a little too much. But like you said, the power ultimately ended up being, you know what I'm saying, the thing. And I think as the fight got like later in the fight, I think Manel started to really kind of understand what he needed to do and what type of fight he needed to make the fight. But overall, I think, like you said, there's no way he doesn't get that title fight next, because that fight with Joshua Van is going to be so good. It's going to be so good.
If he gets past Pantoja.
If he gets past Pantoja, which honestly, I just don't know how Pantoja is going to come back. Like,
we'll see.
What I'm saying? It's just from an injury like that, anything's possible. I'll say that.
Absolutely. But I mean, flyweight division's looking very promising. And Manel, like, I agree with what you said. I mean, he was getting tight, and Kyoji looked like the more skilled martial artist, but it was just a beautiful shot that Manel landed to end the fight. And, so, and I think Horiguchi will be fine. I think he'll
100%.
So we'll see.
Brandon Royval. He beats anybody that's under Manel.
Probably him and Kavanaugh would put.
That would be a banger, yeah.
But so good for him. And quick shout out to Bare Knuckle Fighting. They will be hosting an event in Fenway Park, which is huge for a brand like that. But so quick shout out to them. But to end the show, I gotta get off these current events real quick. GTA 6 is finally getting released in November. We've been waiting on it. Will we be alive when it happens, or will it get pushed back again? Who knows? But I'm excited to play that game, and I'll probably be stuck in the house playing it.
Yeah.
Jersey Mike's took Chick-fil-A's chain as the #1 fast food restaurant in America now. Never thought I'd see the day.
That's crazy, though.
Yeah.
Super crazy to me when I saw it. I was like, Jersey Mike's, like, I don't know. I
like Jersey Mike's.
I like Jersey Mike's. I'm not saying it's bad. I just, over Chick-fil-A, though.
I agree.
I didn't expect that at all. I wonder what led to that statistic being like that. Like,
it's got to be because Jersey Mike's costs you damn near $25 to get a meal.
Yeah.
It's probably just a...
And people still go there.
It is delicious.
I'd prefer it over like a Subway any day. But
yeah.
And then one conspiracy theory to end the note on. Dr. Fauci is getting prosecuted. All the way back in 2020, I had said he seems like he funded these Wuhan labs. And now we're wondering, was COVID fake all along? And did he just do this for his own agenda so he can get some money? Just saying.
Yeah.
But that's the non-sports world, so I won't dive too deep into that. But this weekend, we got some fun events coming up. I believe Night of Champions is Saturday.
Yes, sir.
Rafael Fiziev and Manuel Torres will be headlining UFC in Baku. That's going to be a banger.
Yeah.
World Cup's still going on. You got the TNA Slammiversary at 4 o'clock on Sunday.
Yep.
NXT, I think Great American Bash on Sunday. And AEW Forbidden Door. If you're a wrestling fan, Sunday is a wet dream for you.
Yeah.
And I'm sure there's other sporting events too. I mean, can't think of them at the top of my head.
Xander Zayas versus Bruce Ennis boxing
Yes.
fight.
Okay.
That is the 27th. I'm not gonna deep dive too much into that, but that's gonna be a really good fight. If you want to see who's gonna be like the next young up and coming boxer, these are like the two next up and coming boxers that are really good in their primes going against each other right now. So
Noted.
it's whoever wins this is gonna be considered, next up when it comes to just levels of talent and what they can do. So I'm very excited to see it. It's in my town in New York, so I'll definitely be watching it. And I know I got some family members watching it up there, so it'll be great. Yeah.
That is awesome. Noted. I will definitely be looking out for that fight. But we're so glad you guys could tune in once again. Thank you for doing this. Did you have anything else to add? Or?
No, I just, I got my boy Bruce Ennis, man. I got some money on you, man, so please, win this fight in good fashion. That's all Absolutely. I got to say, bro. But, yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's it for me, man.
Awesome. Poe, anything you got?
Good show, boys. See you next time.
See you next time. Thank you for tuning in. Continue to like, continue to comment, continue to subscribe. USA, motherfucker. Good night, everybody.